That's me. I work, I have an activity that I call InnoSapiens, work with Erasmus University in Rotterdam, the Rotterdam School of Management, and also the Ecosystem Thinking Institute, which is a little bit related to what I'm going to talk about. What I try and do, and this is me now, I want to bring people and organizations together to create balanced human and business value. I see things, I saw things, and I've collected a few things here that I don't want to see. So I saw man-made materials reaching the very corners of life they were not designed for. And I don't think we should forget that. These things were never designed to end up in unborn babies, to end up poisoning children on the streets of London. And the EU saying 1 in 8 deaths are linked to pollution right now. And the weight of man-made materials is now greater than the biomass. That can't be something we want. Are we living creatures creating a planet that living creatures can't live on? That's an interesting thought, and perhaps. So, what are we going to do about these things? I think it's also very interesting to see how it's perhaps fair to say that the way firms are valued is becoming increasingly disconnected from mass human interests. Ego is dominating community. Here's just one random example. This is not me bashing any company in particular. I could choose 100. But on the same day that a clear path to 3 trillion was seen for Apple, it was also being accused of allowing suppliers to break Chinese labor laws. And some of its key suppliers were earning margins that were non-sustainable. So where is the we and the I in that equation? Hellish conditions at Amazon warehouses. We've all seen the articles, but has it really dawned on us what these articles are really telling us? Trust, an unbelievably important thing. And yet it was the breakdown in the perception of trust that has made it so difficult for apps to trace a virus. It's a kind of karma, right? What comes around goes around. You lose the trust, and then just when you need it, it's not there anymore. But I think what's really, really crucial looking forward, and this is going to impact every trend in markets, every trend in human behavior, every trend in consumerism, is the balance between me and we. If I put that on the first slide, we could have spent 20 minutes talking about the balance between me, the ego, and we, the community, and everything that's going on around us. If there's one thing that's become clear, it's that we need each other. One I would say is that if we think about the old model of globalization, it was based on the notion of economy of scale, right? One of the key drivers was to drive for economy of scale. But I mean, if the benefits of that economy of scale were not going back into society in an equitable way, then maybe it's fair to challenge the merits of that model the way it was. This notion of ecosystems, I think it's really interesting. We hear the phrase ecosystems all the time. We kind of half know what we mean, but not quite. That's okay. But I think there's an interesting thought that if constellations of smaller organizations working together can become very powerful levers of change and deliverers of innovation and change, then the fact that they represent lots of smaller organizations makes it more equitable, more democratized, and more spread than large corporations, and it actually has got inherent diversity. Work has a professional content-based dimension to it, but also a social dimension to it. Being cut off from the social dimension has probably set people into a place of rethinking what they want to do in the future.